So the only people that can verify this are actually part of the Fair Dinkum Dave Discord. By the way, if you have not joined the Fair Dinkum Dave Discord, join the Fair Dinkum Dave Discord, because that is where you will get unregistered content of me. It's where you will get unregistered content of the Dead Red Herring podcast, and where you will get unregistered content of Fair Dinkum Dave. Join the Fair Dinkum Dave Discord. Be warned, we're horrible people. At least when we're on Discord. I don't know. I think it's just a regular thing to be horrible people. Mostly because it's what men do to each other. Like, it's a good way of... Anyways, that's not the point of this video. Skipping. F. Badoo. Talk about that in another one. I'm going to talk about politics. Yay. And I don't care if the lighting is bad. Ow. Ow, yes, the lighting is worse. There, does that... I don't think that helps. I'm in a car. How does Viva La... Oh, well. Anyways. Anyway. That made it darker. That's weird. Maybe I should get directly under the light. That's what I'll do. It helps that it's really late at night. Basically, I'm waiting for work to start. And so I'm like, might as well. So, no one can prove this. Let's move so that way it's not... There we go. All right. So, nobody can prove this besides other people in the Fair Dinkum because I didn't make a video on it. I kept thinking of making a video on it, but by the time I decided to make a video on it, this new news came out. And, see, Joe, unlike the great majority of supposed reporters on YouTube, does research. But here's the thing. I'm not a reporter on YouTube. I make models. I made a couple of ASMR videos, and... I actually kind of like some of the ASMR videos I made. Anyways, and I make models, and I make art. I'm working on a freaking animation at this time. Oh, and I read books on Hitchcock Handyman. I'm not... It's out of print. It's a really good book. Men of Iron, Howard Pyle. By now I'm on chapter 7. Yes, there was a problem with editing, which is why I'm back to... No, I'm on chapter 8. Okay. So we're on chapter 8 of Men of Iron, and I've also got a couple other books I'm reading over there as well. As well as I believe Ben is right now doing Les Miserables, La Fantima. Les Miserables? Yeah, Les Miserables, La Fantima, which is focusing on Fatima's life in Les Miserables. Anyways, Hitchcock Handyman, check it out. Wonderful channel. Fair Dinkum Dave, he doesn't talk politics, except for on the Discord. In fact, his videos are just about game design, and he keeps it just about game design, which is really wonderful and really refreshing to have a game reviewing platform that doesn't bring up politics. On that point, I am about to bring up politics, because, see, a lot of people were very quick to jump on Tucker Carlson's butthole when he gave the simple statement of why he would not have Sidney Powell on his show. Because, one, she won't come on his show. He sent her a request to come on, as any journalist should do, and he requested that she come on and verify her claims. She then called it harassment and told him to never contact her again, according to her. According to Tucker, that was the beginning and end of it. Like, literally, that's all Tucker Carlson said about her. And then, to prove that the rest of these so-called YouTube reporters watched the rest of the segment, he then talked about fraud in the voting fraud and how Trump has a very legitimate case. But he didn't mention anything from Sidney Powell because, unlike the others, Sidney Powell has not given any evidence. Well, guess what has just vindicated Tucker Carlson, shot the rest of these loser supposed reporters in the bumhole, and has vindicated Joe and made him cheer and raging boner all over the Discord. Like, I've gone heavily narcissistic. It's wonderful. But basically, Sidney Powell is no longer a part of the Trump legal team. In fact, she has been disavowed because all of her claims were proven to be made up, which is why she could never verify any of them. She was sucking on the massive teat of raging conservatives. Because, see, here's the simple problem. The fraud is real. It's very easy to see. It's not easy to see how widespread it is, and it's not easy to see how big it is. But so many people now are pushing forward saying, hey, I'm attached to this fraud. And we have to be careful at this point. One, because we don't want to delegitimize the actual fraud cases. So we have to check each fraud case for fact and truth, because we don't want to delegitimize the other fraud cases. Because weeding out fraud is one of the best things that you can do. Like, for democracy, you take the people who are committing fraud and you go, hey, this is fraud, this is bad, and you remove it, and then you fix it, so that way this fraud can never happen again. We should do the same when anyone's voted. That's why, like, when Obama claimed that there was fraud in certain counties, we checked, we found fraud, we removed it. That's what you do. Because we must have legitimate elections. We must have legitimate elections. So, Sidney Powell has been thrown out and disgraced. She's a shit human being who lied to billions of Americans because she wanted a part of the pie without ever having to prove her part of the pie. She poured salt instead of sugar. She grabbed the lie bag instead of the truth bag and then poured it in. So she's been disavowed and removed. And once again, true journalism has won through the day, and YouTube journalism can suck my giant raging nerd boner. Let's get back to making videos about models. Yay! Button push.